everybody, it is me, Lisa, the love coach. So happy you found me today. I am giving some advice, some insights today to some guy who wrote me some Lisa mail, wrote me a letter, basically saying that he thinks he found the one. Thinks he found the one. It's so exciting when people find love like this in their lives. So I wanted to come on to a Facebook Live. And before I begin, well, Facebook Live, but if you're finding me on the YouTube and you love what you're, hearing from me, definitely hit the little bell and like the video and comment and tell me where in the world are you finding me from. I love connecting with people from all over the world on YouTube. So be sure to put where you're from and what your love issue is. And how you found me. Love that. And also, there's going to be a link below to a quiz, a free quiz and assessment to show you what is your love block, what is blocking you from love, so you can take advantage of that as well. But I want to jump into this letter because it's so juicy. And hopefully I can give this guy, John from Dallas, Texas, some advice, some clarity, some feel-good upliftment that all of you all could benefit from as well, just by hearing where John's at, because he is sprung on this chick. Woo! He is thinking he found the one. So let's dive in with his letter. Okay. Dear Lisa, I'm like 99% sure that I met the one. This woman is everything I've wanted back when life was more simple and my emotions were pure. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. Don't we all remember that, like in your 20s, before like marriages and relationships, and that you've been like dogged out by so many people that made you kind of bitter and jaded a little bit? That pure snow, like the first few relationships of your life. So nice. You had these like dreams of falling in love and what the person was like and what you would feel like, right? And then life happened, and then bam, you wake up in your 50s and you're like, I don't even know what to do. Okay, so that's very sweet that he said this. It is a very new relationship, but I feel like I've known her for much longer, and I told her rather quickly that I had fallen in love with her, and that I would wait for her to catch up with me. It's very sweet, but could maybe frighten her away a little bit. She doesn't have, the right wherewithal to receive what you're putting down, because it's pretty intense. I have shown her my future plans that I already see for the both of us, and she was on board and happy to dream with me. Oh, this is nice. This looks good. The problem, though, here we go, is that when we are apart, she often goes into her head, and I can tell that she has doubts. We laugh a lot. We have fun. Okay, this is good. And we see key important things eye to eye. We share a lot of the same core values. Oh no, this is very important. This is good. You're doing really good. You're getting a lot of good, valuable information from this woman. So why can't she just let this relationship and love develop? It's as if she gets scared and then retreats, wanting her own time for herself. What should I do? I want to keep going forward, and I don't want to go backwards. I'm full on in love with this woman, and I know that she is the one for me. Coming at her hardcore. Help me get into her head, because I know I'm already in her heart. When she's in her heart and we're together, it's like the best thing ever in my life. This makes me happy for you, John. I like that. I want more of that. I mentioned that the relationship is new, but I feel the way I feel, so why lie about it, right? Don't women want to know? Help, Lisa. John, 58, Dallas, Texas. Love you on YouTube. Keep doing your thing. Thank you, John. Love that. Thank you for writing to me. This is common. Lots of people go through this. Lots of people. And I feel like it's been more of a thing since COVID. Like, people, I think, really realized their mortality during COVID as I sipped from the chalice of fabulousness, because as you hear, I might be a little congested, a little throaty. There's a thing here in Florida called red tide, and it's banging me up. and then it like led to a cold. It's a disaster. So here I sip from my chalice of fabulous orange juice, Trop 50, shout out to you. Okay, so John, my love, I want to take this apart and really kind of give you some stuff that I hope will help you, because I think a lot of people might be telling you that you're crazy, and I don't want to tell you that you're crazy. I want to validate you. I think it's wonderful that your journey, 58-year journey in your life, brings you here where you were ready, open, and receiving of this beautiful woman in your life at this moment. So good for you for that. Now, what I want you to do is to consider that it is very new, okay? And I know that you said that you had a vision for yourself back when life was more simple and emotions were pure. So it sounds to me like you lived a bunch of life, you've been through stuff, and there's something about your dynamic with this woman and the way she comes at you, it brings you back to a younger place in your life where it was before whatever it is that you went through. So that in itself is going to make you feel feelings for this woman. Like when somebody inspires you to feel youthful and to feel connected to your emotions and like, oh my God, this, like that yumminess inside, like you're going to want more of that. So that's totally normal. And good for you for finding that. Good for you for wanting that. Okay. But here's the deal. It's still very new. And I know that it's frustrating. And here's why it's frustrating for you. Because you saw this woman and saw like your whole future like blow up in front of your face. You're like, no, I see my future with this woman as clear as like watching it on a TV screen. Like, no, this is the path of what we're going to do together. Except she doesn't know it yet. Ah, what a surprise. So she's sitting here in her world, right? Because before you, she also had a life and a past and things that she went through and her perceptions and her desires and needs and things that she's carrying into the relationship and bringing into the relationship too. So you're over here like, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do that, and I'm going to do, and I love you, and I think I love you, and I know I love you. I'm like 99% sure that I love you. And she's just like, whoa, like, oh my God. Like, honey, let me just take a sip for a second. Oh, so good. Okay, now explain to me again why you feel like you feel for me, because this is a little bit crazy. Right, so you have to understand that you're not crazy. It's totally okay to feel these feelings. I have had plenty of people in my coaching practice tell me, and they like come to me for couples coaching, and they tell me, no, I 100% knew on like my second date with my wife that she was gonna be my wife. And I'm fascinated by this always. I'm like, really? How did you know that? And they tell me how, and it's whatever way, but they know. There's a moment where they know. So it is a thing, it is legit, whatever. Don't be hating on yourself because of it. And yeah, like when you said, you know, the relationship is new, but I feel the way I feel, so why lie about it, right? And I appreciate your authenticity. I think it's wonderful. I think that it's just rare these days. You know, people feel things for each other, but then they hide it. They don't want to say anything because they don't want the person to know that they like them. It's like games. Right? Games and BS. And you're like above that. You're like, I'm not playing games. This woman is it. Period. The problem is you might be, and again, you didn't indicate this, but it is possible that since you told her this, she might be like, wait a second. Like, I don't know this guy enough yet. And I need more time to see. And I've been told this stuff before, and then it fizzles out, and I end up really liking somebody a lot. I even fell in love with somebody before, and they came at me all hot and heavy in the beginning, and then it all got to crap. So that could be what's going on, which is why she's like, I want to hear all these great things, but wait, I'm a little afraid because I don't know if I can believe it. But I want to hear more, but I'm a little afraid, right? She's that vacillation, like you said, in between her head and her heart. Now, one thing that I want to share with you, little tiny tweak in your thinking, is you don't want to be accused of being control freaky, or manipulative, because it's not what I think is going on. I do genuinely think that this chick rang your bell in a right way, and that there's a lot of things, because you said your core values, you have fun together, you see key things eye to eye, so you're deeper. You're not just like, this chick's got amazing tits, she's the love of my life. Like, you're not about that. You have depth to you, which I can tell by your letter. See? So I totally believe you, that you 100% believe, well, 99% you said, are sure that like this chick could be it. And I love that. However, when you say things like, help me get into her head because I know I'm already in her heart, I'm going to assume you did not mean it this way, but that can come across very controlling and very manipulative. So I get what you're saying, meaning you're acknowledging that, like, when she goes off, you have this amazing time together, and it's like, oh my God, I love you. Oh my God, I think I can fall in love with you too. Oh my God, I love you too. It's all this stuff, right? And then she goes back to her little life, and she's like in her shower, doing her thing, working, living her life, cooking dinner, and then she has time on her own to be like, wait a second, what the hell am I saying to this man in the throes of passion? Like, what? You know, he's showing me this life, this amazing life that he wants to create for himself, and thinks that I am the woman that can potentially be a partner in that with him. This is amazing. It seems amazing, but okay, wait a second. I only know this person for, I don't know how long it's new. You just said it was new. So maybe it's a few weeks, a few months, whatever. It's new. Okay. So she's probably vacillating between her head and her heart. Now, my love, it is not your place to get into her head, right? She has her own head, her own heart, and her own ability to decipher and discern if the love that you say you have for this woman is legit or not. And that's all that she's trying to determine. So it's nothing against you. It's nothing against what you might be doing with her, for her, to her. Hello. But obviously there is a pace that she is trying to keep for good reason. Now, I don't know if perhaps she was hurt before. I would imagine so. If you're 58 years old and she's anywhere relatively in your age range, odds are she may have been in relationships, gotten divorced even. You know better than I what her situation is, but there is justifiable reasons as to why she is maintaining a pace. Now, I don't know if when you said this to her, what she reacted like, right? If she, it sounds to me like you're still seeing her, so it's like, it seems like it's going good. So I would imagine that she was, gracious and maybe, I don't know, asking questions about it, right? And so just keep the communication line open, right? Because she's going to need a lot of reassurance that your words are not just manipulative bullshit. Because probably that's why she's a little resistant, because probably other people told her the same thing. It went 3,000 miles an hour, right? Like, full on NASA rocket ship, boom. And then, it fizzles. Rocket up, rocket down. A week later, it's quick, right? You don't see rockets flying around, up and down in the mountains. No, rocket, fast, boom, lots of flame, up to the top, back down, done. You don't want that, right? You want this enduring thing. If you are 99% sure that you met the one, I get it. You want the one to begin as soon as possible. Like, you want that life to start immediately. However, and this is the big thing, don't you want to make sure that she's sure that you're the one too? Don't you want to make sure that when she gets there, because she will, you sound wonderful, and it's like I said, you're a deeper guy, you have stuff going on with you that I can tell you're deeper, that she reaches that on her own, and when she looks at your handsome face and she says to you finally, like, I love you too, that it's authentic and you feel it, it hits you in your heart. You're not doubting it. You're not thinking, oh, she said it because I said it, or it was very contrived. It was like a big grand thing. And I don't know. I don't really believe it. And right. You want to know, like this chick is into me just the way I am her. So take that and be at peace with it, because you deserve that. You deserve to know that the person that you put your attention and affection on and your time and your interest also reciprocates that for you too. And so you have every right to ask her a bazillion questions about her life, herself, what she wants out of a relationship, what she thinks love is and what it isn't. And have that be an opportunity to bond to her more. So you mentioned, help me get into her head because I know I'm already in her heart. So if you know that you're in her heart, then just go with that and run with that, because that is what wins, right? So you have head, heart, and then you have gut. So no matter what happens, she's gonna go with her gut. And no one can mess with anybody's gut. That's where your God force is. That's where your connection to the divine is. That's where your deep soulful guidance comes from. Like, you could get in her head, you can get in her heart, but if her gut is like, it's gonna be and it's not gonna work. But if it's head is on point, heart is on point, we're clicking, we're vibing, everything's amazing, right? You're feeling it for her, she's feeling it for you, then her gut is going to be like, I'm open. I like it. I can trust this guy. He says he's going to be where he's going to be. He calls me every day. He shows interest. He's totally consistent. He's really good to me. His friends are good to me. They're cool people. Everything is like adding up to yumminess, and a man that perhaps, John, she could adore you, love you, and in time, she can see you as, I wasn't sure in the beginning, but now I have no doubt. Now I'm full on in, and thank you for being so gentle with me and protective of me while I was deciding if you were it for me, right? And now you know for sure, and there's no doubt ever. And that's what you want. You want certainty. There's power in certainty. So I hope that this helped you so much. No trying to get into people's heads, because that's obsessive. That's crazy. And also, you know, trying to get into her head, like, you have stuff to do. You have to work. You have a life that you want to go and move forward towards, right? Like the plans that you had for your future. So just focus on being yourself, being kind, having fun, right? This is a new relationship. It's super new. And yeah, your feelings could be like, you know, really intense. And she probably has intense feeling for you too, but she's probably trying to throttle it back because she wants it to last. She wants the courtship thing to last. She wants to build a solid foundation because maybe she wants a future with you too. So I would be more, what's the word? I would be a little more alarmed if she just took what you gave her and she was like, I'm all in right from the jump, right? Like, you tell this woman, oh my God, I never felt like this before, and you know, I felt like this in my 20s, I haven't felt like this since, and I married the wrong people, and now you're here and it's the best thing ever. And she's looking at you like, really? You think? Okay, well, let's do it. I'm in. And you know what? The same happened for me. I never met anybody like you before. I'm falling head over heels for you. I don't even know my own name. I am so sprung on you, honey, that I can't even think straight. And don't you think, though, that that would be a little, like, caught up in something too quickly? Would you rather her come at you at your level and then have it fizzle out? Or would you rather her be with you, appreciate you, make more time together, have more time together, be open to your invitations, show that she's interested, but grounded in herself? And I'll tell you why. Because that little bit of groundedness, honey, that's what keeps it interesting. That's what keeps you coming back for more. That's what keeps you wondering, I know she's into me. I know she's into me. I can tell. I can feel it when I kiss her. I know she's into me, right? You don't know. But then you're like, so why does she back off? That in itself is showing you that you are with somebody who values herself, with somebody who has a lot of confidence, somebody who wants to be 100% sure about you, because, my love, you deserve that. You deserve someone to be 100% sure about you. And so you're at 99, right? That little extra 1%, let that 1% be the next 6 months, right? You want to be 100%. You said to me in your letter, I am 99% sure that I met the one. Well, use the next 6 months to get to 100%. And I'm sure that there are things about this woman that you want to know about. For example, did you meet her crazy family yet? Did you see how she handles herself with her parents? Is she bitchy and mean, or is she kind and patient? Right? You haven't gotten to see that. I don't know, maybe you did. But you're telling me that it's very new. So I don't know. Right? What other things do you value that you want to see this woman and how she handles herself? Right? You want to give it time so that you can get to that 100% certainty, so that you know you're sure with yourself as well. Both of you deserve that. So I hope this helps you out. I am Lisa, the Love Coach. You can find me at LoveQuestCoaching.com. If you're on YouTube, you can click the little description thing below for a bunch of fun links and free assessments and goodies that you can get. And you can also connect with me and send me an email directly, so that if you have a Dear Lisa question, you can ask it and can be a future topic for a future video. Thank you so much. I send much love to you. I am going to continue to rest, drink from the chalice of fabulous Trop 50 juice, no vodka, only orange juice, until I'm better. And much health to you all, and much love. Bye.